I always see girls going to shows with like really tight braids in their hair and they have those fun colorful extensions, and I'm like, I wish I could do that. I would look like an egg. What's up, you guys? It's Krista Sue. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to create my go-to rave/festival hairstyles. I had this idea a few weeks ago, and then a couple of you guys commented on my last video saying that you think I should do a rave hairstyle video, and I was like, sweet, it wasn't a bad idea. Gotta love validation. I'll wear the hairstyles that I'm going to show you at single night events, but these are definitely my go-to hairstyles for multi-day events where I may not have as much access to like heating tools, a clean, not hot area to do my hair, etc. You know, like that type of environment. This is my first like tutorial slash how-to video, so if I suck at it and should never do it again, totally let me know, but be like sweet about it, okay? I'm kind of sensitive. Let's get started. I always show up to multi-day events with my hair like this. I usually want it to be about a day old, or like there's been one full day since I've washed it, and I also want it to be freshly curled. Having 1 day old hair allows my hair to have a lot of texture and to hold curls better, but also I know that it won't get too greasy at the festival. If it was like day 2 or 3 hair and I'm there for another 2 days, I would start to get more worried that it would be like greasy and frizzy and stuff. And then I do prefer going in with curly hair because of that texture thing, and also because I noticed that when my hair is straight and starts to get greasy and messy and stuff, it just is more difficult to keep it looking good and fresh. Oh, sorry if you hear cars outside. My window's open, but it would get way too hot in here if I didn't have my window open. So sorry, not sorry, I guess. So I definitely would feel comfortable going to the first day of an event with my hair just down like this and curly, depending on what I'm wearing. But I am the type of person where I like to tuck my hair behind my ears when it's down because I hate having hair in my face. I hate it. I like to move. I like to dance. I like to boogie, okay? So I get sweaty. And when hair sticks to your face, it's just so gross. Because of that, if I still want to have my hair down, but I want it out of my face, I'll do kind of like a half up, half down sort of situation, and that's the first thing I'm going to show you. Alright, so all the things you're gonna need for this video are literally a comb, some hair ties, and if you have really thin hair, you could use smaller ones like this. Depending on what hairstyle I'm doing, I go between the two. And first I'm going to comb down the middle and kind of push up in the back to see where that like part is. I prefer to part down the middle, but you can do whatever is most flattering on your face shape. I prefer to go down the middle because it makes my head look less lopsided. Now that I'm looking like a woodland creature, part it all the way down the back. It doesn't have to be perfect. Kind of just split it and get half of the hair out of the way, and I'm going to tie this half off so I just don't even touch it. I look silly. Okay. And then also what I'm going to do is kind of section off the bottom half of my hair. This also doesn't have to be perfect because it's not going to stay like this. And tie that off as well. And now we are going to start teasing. If you have a teasing comb, great. If you don't, that's fine. Neither do I. I just use a comb. And then I'll start teasing. I don't tease like this. I tease from the back because we're going to be combing it this way, not like up like that. Okay, now that it's lifted, now we're going to decide how much we want in the little ponytails that we're going to be creating. This is always the part that I struggle with the most because I need stuff framing my face or else I just look like an egg. I'd say that looks good. And I'm going to be putting this on the crown of my head, but not on like the tippy top. We want it to be high up there and cute, but we don't want it to be like at the forefront of our face because that'll look probably kind of funny. That looks bad. I'm not a hairstylist, guys. I definitely usually have these take a couple times. Let's try to even out that little line so that it looks better. That looks a little bit better. And I'm gonna kind of pull it out. And that's where this teasing is gonna come in handy. It's gonna pull out a little bit more evenly and have some volume. And then what you can do to make your ponytail stay up like this is tease it. Voila, that's the first side. Very fun. And now I'm just gonna do the same exact thing to the other side. We're gonna try to make it as even as possible with the other side. And boom, done. Just tease a little on this side to make it even. And this hairstyle is definitely headbang proof. Usually with a hairstyle like this, I'll have like scrunchies that color coordinate with my outfit. But yeah, it's a really cute, easy hairstyle that keeps hair out of my face and kind of goes with any sort of outfit. That's what I like to do with my hair, is keep it simple enough that it'll go with any sort of outfit, and that can also keep up with all the activities I get myself into. And if this isn't your style and you want a little bit more variation, sometimes I will braid the little pigtails. And you could leave it down like that, but you could also wrap them around your head and turn them into little buns. Everyone loves a little bun. And then I just pin back the first piece so it'll stay in place for the rest of the bobby pins. And then you're gonna bobby pin the frick out of it, okay? Just like every single like loose area, you just pin that shit down, okay? And then I usually do this thing to see if it will budge, because we want this to last all night. I always bring extra bobby pins and hair ties with me into venues. One, just in case my hair falls out, or two, if another girl needs it. And then I'll just like pull it out a little bit, and boom, you got a little bun. And I'll do that to the other side. Okay, now I have two cute little buns. Just a fun little variation of the first style we had going. And I always feel like this style would be really cute if you had some of those like rhinestone bobby pins, just to make your hair a little sparkly or whatever. It's really easy to add small things to your hairstyle that make it different and unique and you. Okay, now I need to find all of the bobby pins that I put in here. That should be fun. Okay. This is honestly looking pretty good compared to what my hair looks like on day 2 or 3. Because usually my hair does not stay that much intact. I'll like sleep in my hairstyle and have to deal with an even bigger rat's nest the next morning. But anyway, if those were like my day 1 hairstyles, going into it, my hair is fresh and still looking good. Around day 2 or 3, I start losing the motivation to put effort into how I'm looking, and you can kind of tell that most other people are the same way. So if I'm in the mood to do my hair and I'm not just gonna put it on a bun on top of my head, which is sometimes just what I resort to doing, I will do my space buns.
Woo! Space Buns!
I've been doing this hairstyle for years. It's always cute. You can always find a way to make it flattering for your face. And I'm going to show you the 2 ways that I do it. So sometimes I'll go for more of a low space bun moment, you know, and then sometimes I'll go like higher, which is a little bit quirkier, a little bit more fun. And in this one I'm going to do a middle part again, and I do recommend you do a middle part too so your buns are even, because you will be using all of your hair for this. And I mean, I do like the back to have an even line, but it's not the end of the freaking world, you know, if it doesn't. I'm gonna tie off one half of my hair so it doesn't get caught up in the rest. Oh, my battery's dying, gotta switch. All right, I'm back. Once you have the other side tied off, and then we're gonna go in and, you guessed it, tease our freaking hair. It's probably still teased from the day before, but that's even better. And I am going to go into the back and kind of just like messily tease the back too, so that we'll end up combing it and it'll be like more uniform, you know? Instead of just teasing up here, I'm going to tease my front pieces too. We're just going to go for a lot of volume. Teasing your hair a lot like this, it'll help hide any kind of like bumps and stuff. So first I'm going to do my low buns, and I'm just gonna kind of comb everything with my finger and gather my hair at the back and kind of put it at the nape of my neck behind my ear. Right about there is good. What I'm gonna do is I have my hair here, okay, and I'm gonna grab my ponytail from my hand and put it over, and then I'm gonna grab the loose hair and wrap it around that little nub. And now we're gonna have 2 little nubs. I don't know if that got on camera. So now we have that tied back. And before I tie this off, I'm gonna do the same thing to the other side of the hair so I can kind of make sure that the buns are even before I put like a bunch of effort into one side. And then what I'm going to do with this loose hair, you'll find kind of an empty area between the 2 little nubs, and you're going to want to tuck your hair in there and pull it all the way through, wrap it around and pull it all the way through, so you'll have another, if your hair is this long, you'll have another one, and then I just tuck that in as well. Oh, loose piece. Just tuck it. You're gonna bobby pin the heck out of your hair anyway. Okay, and then same thing with the other side. Find a kind of gap area where there needs to be some extra hair. Okay, now this looks bad, but we're gonna fix it. We're gonna loosen up and tug on all of our little nubs just to give it more volume and more shape without pulling them out of the hair tie. And sometimes you'll get like extra pieces falling out that you need to like tuck in. That's okay. Now that everything's like loosened up a little bit and we have a little bit more volume and shape, we are going to bobby pin. Now, how you bobby pin is just a preference of how you want the buns to sit. I always bobby pin at the top to hold it to my head, and then also on the bottom. And also on either side. Yeah, I usually bobby pin in at least 4 places and then go from there depending on if it's loose still. I actually kind of like the way that like loose hair is hanging. You might not. If you don't, then just pin it up. No one gives a frick. This one ended up a little bit messier, but that's okay. Okay, now if you want to, you could stop there, but I don't really like when my hair is flat to my head like this, so I'm going to start pulling either side up, creating more volume. And I'm going to just lightly kind of feather my fingers into my hair to get some pieces down to frame my face. And there you have it with the low buns. Very cute, very flirty, very easy, pretty headbang proof. And sometimes these pieces are a little frizzy. I have like a converter thing that I can plug into a car port, and it has outlets on it so I can plug my curling iron into it, and I'll use that to curl these, but it's definitely not necessary. If I just want to like be a perfectionist that day, I'll do it, but like it's totally fine like this. I love this little piece, it's so cute. Look at it, just hanging out, being cute. Okay, now we're gonna move the Space Buns to the tippy top. Okay, so I just took out one side. I'm gonna leave this side in because might as well. You don't really need to re-tease for this one. You can if you want to. I'm going to take a comb and brush it up on all sides. And I've noticed, you can put it on any point of your head, but I've noticed that I prefer it kind of, yes, at the top of my head, but more at the crown, so more back here. Yeah, right about there. And like the last time, I'm going to do this bun and put it on my head so that I can kind of even them out without finishing an entire one, because that's annoying. And we're done. No, I'm kidding. Now we find all the leftover hair, and again, I'm gonna do what I did the last time. I'm gonna fill in like any gaps where I think that there could be like more of a rounded area with hair. And I have another extra piece, so I'm just gonna tuck it in. This one's pretty short, so I'm gonna tease it so that it hides a little bit better. Okay, now in order to fix little things like this, I'm gonna bobby pin it. I really like my buns to look voluminous, but I know some people like them smaller and like tighter to their head. This hairstyle isn't as headbang proof. Just for reference, like they will bobble around no matter what because they're like top heavy, you know? And boom, they are up and ready to go. This one I feel pretty okay with not putting pieces down, especially if it's like day 2 or 3. I just want nothing in my face. I just want to like not worry about it, but you could always loosen things up a little bit so you can pull a few pieces down if you want to shape your face a little bit. I know I always feel like a little bit more comfortable when I have hair around my face. I always see girls going to shows with like really tight braids in their hair and they have those fun colorful extensions, and I'm like, I wish I could do that. I would look like an egg. There we go. We have a few little pieces just dangling down, nothing too crazy, but it does definitely make my face look like more narrower. But yeah, here are these little space buns. These are definitely like my favorite style to do for sure. They look good with any outfit. They make you look really cute and fun. And we're done. Those are my 4 go-to rave and festival hairstyles when I have less access to heated tools. They're really simple, easy. All you need is a comb, hair ties, and some bobby pins. They're totally doable. I'm no hairstylist, okay? When I go to festivals, I like to keep it a little simple, a little easy, but still look like I tried super hard, you know? I hope you got something out of this video. I hope it was helpful or entertaining, or you just enjoyed hanging out with me for a little bit. If you did like it, go ahead and give it a thumbs up down below and subscribe to me if you want to. If not, I get it. I will see you next time, guys.